Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Laz. And if you haven't noticed, I recorded the past two reviews like 5 minutes ago. So if you haven't checked those out, check them out. And today we are going to look at The Promised Neverland. Ooh! It's an anime that was highly recommended to me, and I'm very excited to actually do a review of it. So, before we get into that, please, as always, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe, ding that bell, baby. Also, if you have comments or questions, leave them down below in the comments. And if you want exclusive access to some of my videos, like older reviews and let's plays and all sorts of stuff like that, and if you want to get videos early, please go ahead and support me, of course. Please go ahead and support me on Patreon. It helps out a lot. It helps me make videos. Yeah. If you are a kind-hearted soul, please go do that. All of the links are in the description. So, without further ado, The Promised Neverland. The Promised Neverland is an anime that was released last year, and we also have a manga series and stuff like that, like as always, basically. And we're specifically talking about Season 1, because they have announced that there will be a Season 2 coming. When? Probably this year. I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, I'm not the expert. And first we're going to get into the overall story without spoilers. The story follows a group of orphan children who live in this sort of Victorian style orphanage, but you may notice some things which are off, like for example that they have a tattoo of a number here. And it's off because they are actually raised as cattle for a bunch of aliens or demons, or what are they? It doesn't matter, it's never explained in the show. So, when one of the children goes out to be adopted, two other children, specifically Emma and... Why am I so bad with names? Specifically Emma and Norman go to give back her toy. They see that she's actually used for food, and that's... and the plot of the anime revolves around them trying to escape, right? So, the graphics. The graphics are crisp, they look nice, they look very good. I enjoy the aesthetic, of the whole Victorian style mansion. It looks really nice, the outside looks really nice, the character design is pretty good. Like, I can overall give it 10 plus, like 10 pluses, plus. And it's really good. I really enjoy it. The audio is also fits perfectly with the anime. No outstanding things, good or bad. It's nice audio, it sounds great. For emotional moments, you have emotional music and stuff like that. Nothing more to say about it. And now we get into the overall thingy. So we do an overall thing. My overall opinions and spoilers. Spoiler alert for everybody. Spoilers. If you haven't watched this series, either go and watch it. If you don't care about spoilers, stay and watch me, and then you can watch the series if you like. Now, let's get into it. So this anime is a little bit too long for what it's trying to do. Okay? This season. The way they made it, like the whole season is about them trying to get out. The whole season. And it chugs along very, very slowly. And if you're someone like me who has a mild case of ADHD, it can get a little bit difficult to stay on point and to stay watching, because there are long stretches of time without any action, without anything happening, without progress being made, without stuff like that. There are a lot of things that are left unanswered, like who are the demons, what's outside of the orphanage, what's the owl stamp guy, who are they? Is it a guy, one person, a group, a resistance operation? What are they? Unexplained, right? So if they actually left it at season 1 and not done any more seasons and said this is it, it would have been horrible. Like, it would have driven me nuts. I would have had to read the manga, right? So they do escape, not all of them. One of the characters named Norman, who was the mastermind of the whole operation, who literally did most of the brain work by himself. He did not escape because he disappeared. I'm not gonna. We can only speculate if he's alive or dead. If you want to, his state is very clearly defined in the manga. So if I accidentally destroyed my viewing experience of the next season through the manga, but if you don't care, you can check out the manga. I'm not gonna say that's a heavy spoiler, so I'm not even gonna go there. So he could be alive, he could be dead, he could be trapped, he could be whatever, he could be all of those things. But the point being is that the rest of the kids do try to get out without him, and they do it. I don't know why he couldn't do it with them. Probably because people will get suspicious, but he unfortunately didn't manage to escape with them. Now the thing that shocked me really hard at the end of this season is that, in fact, Isabella, the mother character who everybody loved, and who turns out that she has been feeding the aliens, the kids, basically, right? She is basically she runs the whole operation of the orphanage. It turns out she's one of the characters' mother, like Ray's mother. And Ray has this thing which is like, he can remember from being a fetus. I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, do any of you guys remember from being a fetus? That's so weird. It's such a, I don't know if that's a real thing. Is that a real thing? I don't know. It makes me wonder. I don't know. So it turns out that Isabella is his mother, and he remembers all of it. He knew from the beginning that there were aliens that were gonna eat them, and he decided to help his mother either way, which is kind of strange. I don't know, he gave up on life maybe, who knows. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for that. The story tries along slowly. The characters are pretty good. I like the characters a lot, and I like the fact that it hasn't been done yet. It's something unique, and it piqued my interest. If it went a little bit faster, I would have been way more pleased, but it didn't. It went the way it went. The characters are great. They're pretty smart for such young children, and it just works out so well. And there are some moments which really tug on the old heartstring. It really tugs on the old heartstring. I don't know. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really good. I don't know what I would have done if there isn't a second season. I would have probably read the manga, because the way they end it, it's like the whole season is them trying to escape, and then in the end it's like, there's a forest on the other side. Like, what happened to humans? Who are these people? Where did they come from? What is going on? I don't get it. I want to know. All these things. Who's the owl guy? I want to know. But no, you don't get to know. You just, not yet at least. And you just watch them escape, and they do escape, and it's great. They're all happy, and even Isabella is kind of happy. I want to know what happens to her as well. I'm very interested in that. There's so many things I'm very curious about, and that I need to know, that I want to know, which is good. Which means that the anime is good. Which means that the anime gave me this feeling that I was invested in the world, and that I need to know more about it, which is really what all of us want when they watch any sort of media, when they consume any sort of media. So yeah, that's about it for me. We don't have much to go on. We'll see in the next season. Hopefully it's going to be this year. Yeah, that's it for me. As always, leave a like if you enjoy, smash that subscribe button, ding that bell, baby. And also, if you have any comments, suggestions, or questions, put them down below in the comment section. Support me on Patreon if you can, for all of the perks I mentioned before. And, of course, there are my socials down there. And I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday over on Twitch, where I stream mostly Japanese games. It's really fun, and you should definitely come and check it out. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.